Good evening, everyone. This is Robert. RJL Network presents another exciting edition of Inside Pitch. The 1969 postseason is on the air. We are back at Candlestick Park. This is Game 5 of the National League Championship Series between the Chicago Cubs and the San Francisco Giants. Do the Giants punch their ticket to the World Series tonight? Giants lead this series 3-1. A win for the Giants, they are in the Fall Classic. A win for the Cubs, we go back to Wrigley Field for a Game 6. What will happen tonight? We got 2 Hall of Famers on the mound tonight. Only one will come away victorious or something like that. So we will see what happens tonight as these two teams, as we all know, the hardest game to win is always the last one. Brian B. and Ben Witts are first to join us here at Candlestick Park. There is not an empty seat anywhere in the stadium. These fans want to see the Giants make the World Series. It would be their first World Series appearance on the network. Same thing with the Cubs, but they got some work to do to try to make this series interesting. They are down 3-1. As you all know, in 1969, the AL and NLCSs were a best of 5. Of course, in my expanded playoffs, I made them a best of 7 because of the division series round. So we're going to keep it with that. We're going to keep it at that set of games. DB is now joins us here at Candlestick Park. So, as everybody is set and ready to go, can the Giants punch their ticket to the World Series, or will the Cubs hold on for a Game 6? Let's find out. Starting pitcher for the San Francisco Giants, Hall of Famer Gaylord Perry. He has a record of 1 win, no losses, and 1 no decision for the postseason. We are at Candlestick Park, neutral but favors hitters, 138 home runs here, and adds 3 to walks. Not an empty seat anywhere. The Cubs are coming into play. They know what they got to do. The Giants know what they got to do. Let's see what happens as Jeremy Brooks and XSG2 now join us here at Candlestick Park. Let's go to the top of the first. Leading on for the Cubs is a shortstop, Don Kessinger, batting .265 for the playoffs. We're going to use black, white, and orange dice. Giants are the home team. Every fan is on their feet. They want their Giants to put this series to bed tonight. Cubs trying to get it back to Wrigley. What will Inside Pitch have to say? Perry, 3-3, range play. Kessinger, 6-1 at the ground ball to third. That ball is hit to Jim Davenport. His range is a 3. He'll get it. Nice play by Davenport, and he will throw it over to first for out number 1. Next batter is the second baseman, Glenn Beckert. Beckert batting .362 for the playoffs. He has done a fine job. Perry, 6-5, again with the range play. Beckert, 4-4 at the grounder to second base. This ball is hit to Ron Hunt. His range is a 3. He'll get that one too. Nice play by Hunt. And he'll throw it over to first for out number 2. Giants flashing the leather early. And now the left fielder, Hall of Famer, Billy Williams. And he has had a horrible postseason, a 129 average for the playoffs. Perry will go ahead and pitch. Perry, 3-5 against the lefty. It's a blank. Williams, 6-3, and against the righty, it's a ground ball to first. Getting over there will be Willie McCovey. He will make the catch, and he'll run it to the bag himself for the out. 1, 2, 3, go the Cubs. And we will go to the bottom of the first. Starting pitcher for the Chicago Cubs, their number 2 starter, Hall of Famer, Fergie Jenkins. He has a record of 2 wins and 1 loss in the playoffs. So Jenkins has got to have a good game tonight. as David Vega joins us here at Candlestick Park. Leading off for the Giants is the right fielder, Bobby Bonds. He is batting .242 for the playoffs, but he does have 3 home runs. Jenkins, 5-4, strikeout, got him. And that will be the first strikeout for Fergie. He had 273 of them in 69. Ferguson Jenkins has got to have a good game tonight. Next up, the second baseman, Ron Hunt. He is batting .375 for the playoffs. He's doing very well. Jenkins, 2-2, hit by pitch, plunk, ouch. Ron Hunt has a hit by pitch rating of 32. So that tells me he got plunked all over the place. And Hunt will trot to first. First hit batter of the game, and Ron Hunt will go. So a runner on first, infield goes a double play. That'll bring up the center fielder, greatest overall player of all time. Say hey, Willie Mays. Yeah, he's having a very good postseason, batting .347, and he's got 3 bombs. Hunt on it first. Strategy, nothing on the 7. He'll stay put. Fergie, 6-3. That's at the park. Candlestick Park. 4-1. And it's hit to right field, but it'll stay there. Jim Hickman will get to it. He'll make the catch for out number 2. And now the first baseman, Hall of Famer, stretch, Willie McCovey. He is batting .215 for the postseason. Definitely struggling from the .320 average he had. He does have 2 home runs, though. Strategy roll, and nothing on the 9. Hunt stays put. Fergie, 1-5. That's a pitcher result. Lefty, a 1-20 is a single past the pitcher, and that's exactly what it will be. Hunt will make third easily, and McCovey's on it first. So McCovey comes through with a hit. He'll move Hunt over to third base. And now an early chance for the third baseman, Jim Davenport. Davenport only batting .167 in the playoffs. So Hunt on at third, McCovey on at first. Strategy roll, nothing happening. Fergie will go ahead and have to pitch. Doug Hunt joins us here at Candlestick Park. Runners at the corners, a big early chance for the Giants here in the first. Fergie, 5-4, strikeout 8. That will be too high. Davenport, 5-5, and against a righty, it's a ground ball to third. That'll be handled there by Santo. And he's going to throw to first to get Davenport. And the inning is over. No runs, a hit, and a hit batter. Giants waste an opportunity there after 1 no score. Top of the second. Leading off for the Cubs is the third baseman, Ron Santo, Hall of Famer. And he's batting .273 with a bomb in the playoffs. Perry, 5-1, wild pitch, it's a blank. Santo, 2-2, and he hits one to left field, but Ken Henderson will come to that one, and he will make the play. Next up, one of the greatest of all time, first baseman, Let's Play 2, Ernie Banks. Banks is batting .223 for the playoffs, a little bit under his average. He does have 2 home runs. Perry, 4-6 against the righty, strikeout. 14 will be too high. Banks, 4-4, and that is going to be a grounder to third. That'll get taken care of there by Davenport, and Davenport tosses it over for out number 2. 2 outs, and now the catcher, Randy Hundley, batting .207 with a home run in the playoffs. Perry, 4-4, hit by pitch, plunk, and he hits Hundley, and that's big. So he hits Hundley, and that is the second hit by pitch of the game. From now on, any pitchers give out a hit batter, they're out. And the brawl now comes into play on the rare play. Now the right fielder, Jim Hickman. Hickman batting .065 with a home run in the postseason. Hundley on it first. Strategy roll, he will stay put. Perry, 6-3. Pitcher result, and a 10 is too high. Hickman, 2-3, and he hits one to center field. That's a 14, and that's going to be too high against a righty. It's a fly out to center, and Willie Mays is going to be near the track, pretty much near the wall, but he will make the catch. Nothing across except a hit batter. Will go to the bottom of the second. Hickman just missed a home run by maybe about 9 feet. Bottom of the second. Leading off for the Giants is the left fielder, Ken Henderson, batting 182 with 2 home runs in the playoffs. Jenkins, 6-6, strikeout, 18 is high. Henderson, 3-4, ground out to third. That'll be picked up by Santo. And Santo tosses it over for the out. Next batter is the catcher, Dick Dietz. Dietz is batting 209 for the playoffs. He's got 2 home runs. Frank Rosenk joins us here at Candlestick Park. Fergie, 6-5, walk, ball 4. He'll walk him easily on a 1. And once again, the Giants get a man on base. First walk given up by Fergie. Didn't give up many of them. 56 walks is all he had in 69. And now the shortstop, Hal Lanier. He's batting 167 for the playoffs. Dietz not a threat to do anything, and that's exactly what he's going to do, is nothing. Fergie, 3-3, blank. Lanier, 1-6. That is a ground ball to short. 2-2-3. Second base, pivot, Beckert, 0, 1-3, double play. No. Dietz will be thrown out at second, and Lanier will make first for the out. On the fielder's choice, I should say. So fielder's choice, and that will bring up the pitcher, Gaylord Perry. He had a 120 average, and he did have a home run on the same day they landed on the moon. Believe it or not, true story. Lanier on it first. Strategy, nothing on the 14. Fergie will go ahead and he will pitch. Fergie, 6-3. That's at the park. Candlestick Park. 5-5. That's a ground out to second. That'll be handled by Beckert. Beckert will take his time. He'll throw to first to get Perry and retire the side. Nothing across except a walk. No score after 2. As Funkin' Boxing TV with Sir Ron 61 joins us here at Candlestick Park. It has been a while for you, Funkin'. Good to see you. We go to the top of the third. Leading off for the Cubs is the center fielder, Don Young. He is batting 345 for the playoffs. He's doing well, and he does have a home run. Giants win, they're in the World Series. Cubs win, Game 6 will be Thursday. Perry, 2-1, error on a grounder. Young, 3-3. That is not an error. It's a slow hit ball to short. That's picked up by Lanier. Young, a base running rating of 4. The throw to first. Not in time. Young will make it on a single. Infield single for Young. And the batter will be the pitcher, Fergie Jenkins. He batted 139 with a bomb. In 69, he had 9 RBIs. Even though he does have home run power, Fergie's going to be called upon probably much to bunt. Cubs got to get some runs. Nothing happening on the strat. Fergie's going to get called to bunt it away, to bunt. So Perry will pitch. Perry, 6-4, walk, and that 15 is high. Ferguson, he'll lay down the bunt, and that is bunted right back to Perry. Ferguson's bunt rating will now become a 1, and that's a 19, and that's going to be popped out. Roll 1d6 versus lead runner's base running rating. Don Young's base running rating is a 4, a 5 or a 6, he's out. And he is! Pop out double play. He pops out to the pitcher, throws to first to get Young 2 away. Wow. That couldn't have gone any worse for him on that. So now 2 away, and now the batter is Kessinger, and Kessinger is 0 for 1. So a bad bunt by Ferguson Jenkins erases the runner. Perry will pitch. Perry, 1-4, strikeout 5, swing and a miss, struck him out. And that will retire the side. First strikeout for Perry. He had 233 home runs. We have a combined 500 strikeouts between these two pitchers. No runs and a hit for the Cubs. We go to the bottom of the third. Fergie on the mound. Leading off for the Giants will be Bobby Bonds. He struck out his first time up. Fergie, 5-2. Range play at the park. Candlestick, 2-1. And that's a fly ball to center field. Going after that is Don Young. His range is a 3, and he won't get that one. And that's going to be a base hit for Bonds. So Bonds will get a single, and the leadoff man is on. The next batter is Hunt. Hunt got hit by a pitch his first time up. Infield double play. Bonds at 45 stolen bases. He's not getting one here. Jenkins will go ahead and pitch. Jimmy Jam joins us here at Candlestick Park. I didn't see you. Fergie, 5-1 against the righty. Strikeout, 12 is high. Hunt, 6-3, and it's a fly ball to center field. And Don Young, he will get this one and make the catch. One down, here comes the say hey kid. Mays is 0 for 1. Bonds, he again stays put. Fergie will go ahead and pitch. Fergie, 4-5, strikeout 5, got Mays. And that's a big strikeout for Fergie. Second strikeout for him, 2 down. And now here's Stretch. McCovey got a single his first time up. Bonds again stays put. Ferguson Jenkins doing a good job keeping Bonds and his 45 stolen bases on at first. Fergie will pitch. Fergie, 1-2, strikeout, 17 is high. McCovey, 5-4, and he hits one to left. But Billy Williams is going to get to that one with no problem. And he'll make the catch and retire the side. No runs and a hit. After 3, no score. We got a pitcher's duel, as I kind of expected we would get early between two Hall of Famers. Combined ERA is 5.6. So you do have your pitcher's duel, as you probably would get with a pitching matchup between Fergie and Gaylord Perry. We go to the top of the fourth. Leading off for the Cubs will be Glenn Beckert. Beckert is 0 for 1. Giants lead the series 3-1. A win here, the Giants are in the World Series and National League champs. Cubs win, we go back to Wrigley for a Game 6. Perry, 6-1, blank. Beckert, 3-5, and against a righty, that's grounded to second base. Hunt will go ahead and get to it and make a routine play to first. Next batter is Williams. Williams is 0 for 1. Perry, he'll pitch. Perry, 3-4, that's a blank. Williams, 6-5, and against a righty, that's grounded to first. McCovey will take the play, and he'll also take it to the bag himself for the second out. 2 down for Santo. Santo is 0 for 1. Fans here at the stick, hoping Perry can pitch, but right now they know Fergie seems to has the stuff tonight. Perry, 4-1, strikeout 8, cold strike 3 on Santo, side retired. Second strikeout for Perry. Nothing across. We go to the bottom of the fourth. So Perry seems to have it early, and so does Fergie, who will break through first. Leading off for the G-men will be Jim Davenport, and he's 0 for 1. Fans here at the stick hoping the Giants can take the lead early here We're in the fourth inning and still so far, goose eggs on the scoreboard. Fergie, 1-1 against the righty. It's a blank. Davenport, 3-5, and that's a fly ball to right field. Jim Hickman, he will pretty much not have to go anywhere. He's just going to make the catch. One down. And now here's Henderson. Henderson is 0 for 1. Yes, Funkenboxen was here last year. He likes to watch the replays and such. Fergie will pitch. Fergie, 5-5. That's a blank. Henderson, 3-5. And that's also hit the right field and also hit the Hickman. And Hickman will range over a little bit, but he'll make the play. And now the batter is Dietz. Dietz walked his first time up. Jenkins, 6-3. That's at the park. Candlestick Park. 2-2. That's a home run to the pull side against a righty. Dietz needs a 10. Oh, he's just going to miss it. That's going to be a 12. He almost got his third home run of the postseason. Instead, that's going to be a fly ball deep to left field. And going back to the track and the wall is Williams. But he is going to make the catch and retire the side. And that was a loud out. Nothing across, no score after 4. Dietz almost hit his third. We go to the top of the 5th. Still no score here. Let's play 2. Ernie Banks leads off. He's 0 for 1. Perry will go ahead and pitch. Perry, 5-1. Wild pitch. It's a blank. Banks, 3-4. And that's grounded to second. Ron Hunt up with it. Over to first. And 1 out. And the Yankees, I see, just scored and now have a 1-0 lead over the Guardians. Next batter is Hundley. Hundley got hit by a pitch his first time up. Already 2 hit batters, cannot have any more. Perry, 1-4, strikeout. 17 will be high. Hundley, 3-6, and that's a line drive right to third, but that's gloved by Davenport for the second out. Hit right to him. And now Hickman. Hickman is 0 for 1, but missed the home run by only about maybe 10 feet. Perry, 2-3, walk. 17 is ball 4. He'll walk him. Hickman against righties is a 16, but +3 will make him a 19, and he will walk Hickman. And that's the first walk given up by Gaylord Perry. He only had 77 of them in 69 and 325 innings pitched. For a guy that threw a spitball, that is pretty darn good control. It'll bring up Young. Young is got a base hit his first time up. Hickman on it first. 2 outs here, top of the 5th. Strategy roll for Hickman. He'll stay put. Perry, 5-2. That's at the park. Candlestick Park. 2-4. And it's a grounder to second base. Coming over there is Hunt. He's going to throw to short, covering second to get Hickman, and the inning is over. Nothing across except a walk. We go to the bottom of the 5th. In an elimination game, we got one tight game right now. So now Fergie back on the mound. Leading off for the Giants will be Hal Lanier. He's 0 for 1. No score. Bottom of the 5th. Giants trying to go to the World Series. Cubs trying to get it back to Wrigley Field. Jenkins, 6-1. Home run result, but Lanier has zeros. It's not happening. Lanier, 5-6, and he hits a deep fly ball to center field instead. But Don Young's going to have room for that and put it away. Next batter is Perry. Perry is 0 for 1. Dwayne Cameron joins us here at Candlestick Park. Jenkins will go ahead and pitch. Jenkins, 1-3, wild pitch, it's a blank. Perry, 1-5, he hits one to second base. Beckert will go ahead and get to that and throw it over for the out. Next up is Bonds. Bonds is 1-for-2, has a single his last time up. Ferguson Jenkins looking in on Bonds. Jenkins, 5-2, range play at the park, Candlestick Park, 3-3, and it won't matter. Because, well, actually, no, it's at 3-3, my bad. That is a ground ball to short. My bad, I was looking at 2-2. 3-3, grounded to shortstop. It's a range play for Kessinger. His range is a 4, and he won't get it. It's going to be a base hit. So Bonds hits one past Kessinger. That's his second hit of the game. I was looking at 2-2, my bad. But a 3-3 is a star line 3, and it's a grounder to short. And now the batter is Hunt. So now 2 outs here, but a runner on first. Hunt is 0-for-1, but got hit by a pitch. Bonds with 45 stolen bases. This time he gets the steal, and he's going. 18 minus 3 is 15. Hundley minus 2 is 13. Giants taking a chance. Bonds on his way to 2. A 1-13, he is safe. And he is. Bonds gets under the tag. You're the Giants, maybe a little aggressive, but you're trying to put the Cubs away. Big time stolen base. First stolen base for Bonds in this game. And now they'll re-roll the strat, but he will stay at second. 2 outs, bottom of the 5th, no score. Hunt the batter. Fergie will go ahead and he will pitch. Jenkins, 1-4, strikeout. That's high. Hunt, 6-2, and it's a grounder to first base. That'll be handled there by Banks. He'll take it to the bag himself and retire the side. No runs, a hit, a stolen base. But right now, nobody wants to get runs across the plate. No score after 5. Top of the 6th. Rapidly moving ball game so far. Ferguson Jenkins leads off for the Cubs. He's 0-for-1 as we start the top of the 6th inning. Perry, 3-1, strikeout, 19, swing and a miss. Struck him out. And that is the 3rd K for Perry. 1 away. And now here's Kessinger. Kessinger is 0-for-2. The Cubs were the number 1 seed in the National League. The Giants were the 2. So both of these teams were division winners in my replay. Perry, 1-5, possible error. Kessinger, 2-5. That is going to be either an error or an infield single to short. Shortstop is Lanier. His error rating is a 7. That's a 15. It will not be an error, and Kessinger will have an infield single. So Kessinger holds at first. And now the batter is Beckert. Only the second hit of the game for the Cubs. Beckert is 0-for-2. Giants went ahead and swept my Mets 3-0. The Cubs had needed all 5 games to knock out the Pirates in their NLDSs. Kessinger, infield double play. Strategy roll. Kessinger is going to stay put. Perry, 1-6, strikeout, 15, no. Beckert, 1-4, and that's a ground ball to short. 2-1-2. Second base, pivot Hunt, 0-1-2. Nope. Kessinger will actually make it still to second on the 3. The throw goes to first for out number 2. Kessinger does have the speed, and the only play he had was to first. So they can't turn the double play, but now here's Williams. Williams is 0-for-2, and Williams has got to come through for the Cubs sooner or later. He has had a very rough playoffs. Kessinger on at second, and he'll stay at second. Perry will pitch. Perry, 1-4, strikeout, 5, swing and a miss. Struck him out, and the inning is over. 4th strikeout for Perry. No runs and a hit. And right now, 2 Hall of Fame pitchers are pitching like, well, Hall of Fame pitchers. We go to the bottom of the sixth. Say hey, Willie Mays leads off for the Giants, and he is 0 for 2. Jenkins will go ahead and he will pitch. Fergie, 6-1. Home run result against the righty. Mays needs a 13. That's a 16. He's not going to get it. Mays, 6-3. Instead, he hits a deep fly ball to left field. Going back is Williams. He's at the track, and he's going to make the catch. And Mays is mad. He thought he got all of it. But he's going to miss it by a few feet. 1 down. And now here's McCovey. Jenkins has been getting lucky putting balls right over the plate. McCovey 1 for 2 with a single. Fergie, a 3-2 walk. And that's ball 4. He will walk McCovey. So Jenkins gives up a walk to McCovey. And that's his second walk of the ball game. It'll bring up Davenport. Davenport is 0 for 2. Infield set for double play. Strategy for McCovey. He stays put. Fergie will pitch. Fergie, 1-6. Strikeout, 8 is high. Davenport, 5-2. And that is a ground ball to first. 3-3-3. Shortstop, pivot Kessinger, 0. 1-3. No. McCovey be thrown out at second. Davenport will make first on the fielder's choice. And that is 2 outs. Batter now is Henderson. Henderson is 0 for 2. Davenport on at first, and he'll stay at first. Fergie will go ahead and pitch. Fergie, 5-3, strikeout. That 16 is high. Henderson, 1-6, and against the righty, it's a ground ball to third. That'll get picked up by Santo. He throws to second to get Davenport, and the inning is over. Nothing across except a walk. No score after 6. Who is going to break through first? Top of the 7th. Leading off for the Cubs will be Ron Santo. Santo is 0 for 2. Top of the 7th. No score. Giants lead the series 3-1, trying to punch their ticket to the World Series. Perry, 4-6 against the righty. Strikeout. Called strike 3 on Santo. We got him. And that's again, Ron Santo gets called out on strikes. 1 down. And now here's Banks. Banks is 0 for 2. Perry will pitch. Perry, 5-2. That's at the park. Candlestick Park. 2-3. That is a home run to center field against the righty. Banks needs a 13. That's a 3. And that is going to be just enough. Kaboom! That ball is high. That ball is deep. That ball is gone. Home run, Ernie Banks. Stadium groans. Ernie Banks hits his 3rd home run of the playoffs, and the Cubs take a 1-0 lead. And that wasn't Perry's fault. That one just got out of here. Now the batter is Hundley, and Hundley is 0 for 1 with a hit by pitch. Perry, he'll go ahead and deal. Perry, 1-2, walk, 20 is high. Hundley, 5-6, and that's grounded to third base. That'll be handled by Davenport, and he'll toss it over, 2 outs. And now here's Hickman. Hickman 0 for 1 with a walk. Perry will pitch. Perry, 1-3, blank. Hickman, 2-5, and ground ball to third. Ground ball to third once again. Davenport will get that, toss it over, and retire the side. 1 run on 1 hit, a solo bomb by Let's Play 2, Ernie Banks. 1-0 in favor of the Cubs. We are at the 7th inning stretch. Sing, take me out to the ball game. I'll be right back. Tomorrow night, it's back to Fenway for Game 5 of the American League Championship Series between the Baltimore Orioles and the Boston Red Sox. The Orioles lead that series 3-1. Mike Cuellar will be going for the Orioles, and Sonny Siebert is going for the Red Sox. Sonny Siebert has been excellent this postseason. They'll need a little more magic from him tomorrow. Mike Cuellar can put the Orioles into the World Series with a win tomorrow night. ALCS Game 5, Orioles at Red Sox, tomorrow night on the network. No, I did not do a demo game of On Deck Baseball there, Funkin' Boxin'. I do intend to do one. The problem with doing a demo, I don't have room on this table. For the size of those cards. So I got to think of something. I will do one, but I got to figure out room. Bottom of the 7th, Cubs lead 1-0. A big-time bomb by Ernie Banks. Dick Dietz leads off for the Giants. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. Giants now down 1-0 on a big-time bomb by Banks. Jenkins, 6-6, strikeout, got him. He'll get Dietz. And that is strikeout number 3 for Fergie. 1 away. Next batter is Lanier. Lanier is 0 for 2. Jenkins, 3-2, walk, 14, that will miss. Lanier, 2-5, and Lanier gets a base hit to center field. So Lanier goes to first, and that is a single. And the next batter is Perry. Now, Perry's done a heck of a job here tonight, but you got to go with a batter. So Perry is going to come out of the game, even though he gave up only 1 run. And he leaves with the L. But right now, if there was nobody on base, Perry would be batting. Giants got to go to the bench. And coming on to bat is going to be Tito Fuentes. 295 average, a homer, and 14 RBIs in 69. So Tito Fuentes will pinch hit for Perry as he leaves with the L. Infield set a double play. Strategy roll for Lanier, and he's not doing anything. Fergie looking in on Fuentes. Fans here at Candlestick hoping Fuentes can get it done. Jenkins, 5-5. That's a blank. He is not tired. Fuentes, 2-2, and it's a ground ball to second base. 0-0-1. Shortstop pivot, Kessinger, 0. The only way to turn a double play is on a 1. Lanier is going to make second, and the throw is going to go to first for out number 2. So now the tying runs at second base. On the grounder there. And now the batter is Bonds. So Bonds is 2 for 3 with 2 singles. 2 men out, bottom of the 7th, 1-0. You kind of think Bonds is due to something big here. Lanier on at second. Jenkins on the mound. Strategy. Nothing on the 15. Lanier stays at second. Fergie looking in on Bonds. Fergie will pitch. 4-2. Strikeout. That just missed. Bonds. 3-3. And Bonds is going to tie up the ball game. That's going to be a double to left. Lanier will come around. He will score. Bonds goes to second. Tie game. Stadium cheers. Yay. RBI double by Bonds. Goes ahead and puts him at second base. We're tied at 1. Bonds just missed striking out by 1. And now the batter is Hunt. Hunt is 0 for 2. Got hit by a pitch. Fergie still got a little bit left in the tank. He's got 2 more batters before he tires. Now tied at 1. Jenkins will go ahead and pitch to Hunt. Strategy roll. Go ahead, run at second base. He stays put. 2 outs. Jenkins looking at Hunt. Fans here at the stick hope Hunt can come through. Fergie with the pitch. 6-3. That is at the park. Candlestick. 5-6. And it's a blank. We got a rare play with at the park. Oh boy. Rare play men on at the park. 52. Single to left field where lead runner makes hard turn drawing throw. Check for left fielder for error on throw. All right, so the left fielder is Williams. His error rating is an 8. That's a 19. He will not make an error. If no error, everyone holds. If error, all runners, including batter, get 1 base. Then pitcher is backing. Well, there's no error. So if no error, everyone holds. So where lead runner makes hard turn drawing throw. If lead runner started at third backwards, so he would not score. Single to left field where lead runner makes hard turn drawing the throw. So he draws the throw. There is no error. If no error, everyone holds. So that I'm going to take it that Bonds held at third and Hunt goes to first, and that's it. If no error, everyone holds. So there's no error. So I'm going to say Bonds holds at third. Wow, that is a huge rare play because Bonds, with a base running rating of 5, would have scored on a single. That is a huge rare play to get that. That is a huge rare play because Bonds, a base running rating of 5 is a 6. He automatically he scores. That is a humongous rare play. Holy cow, that goes as a base hit. Wow. They hold Bonds at third. That was a huge rare play I just rolled. The batter now will be Mays. Mays is 0 for 3. What a great throw by the center fielder, by Billy Williams to keep Bonds where he was at. What a throw by Williams. But now runners at the corners and 2 outs, bottom of the 7th. Fergie Jenkins will pitch to Mays. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 8th. Bonds on at third. Hunt on at first. Mays at the plate. The fans are at the stick hoping Willie Mays can get a hold of one. Fergie will pitch. 1-5. That's a pitcher result. Righty. 1-11 is an automatic out. The 16 is too high. Mays will swing. 2-2. And it's a ground ball to third. That'll get picked up by Santo. He's got it. Throws to second again. Hunt. And the inning is over. 1 run, 3 hits. The Giants do tie it up, but probably should be leading. Tied at 1 after 7. What time to roll that for a rare play. We go to the top of the 8th. Leading off for the Cubs will be Don Young. Giants need a pitcher. And it's right in the switch. And they're going to go ahead and bring out Frank Lindsay. Lindsay's going to come out to pitch. He has 1 win, 1 hold, and 1 save. So Perry's going to get a no decision instead. And Frank Lindsay will pitch here starting the top of the 8th. Young the batter. He is 1 for 2. Lindsay, 1-1. Pitcher result. And that 12 is going to be too high against the righty. Young, 4-4. And he popped out to short. And Lanier says he's got it. And he does, and that's out number 1. Pinch hitter coming in for Fergie Jenkins. He's also done. And the Cubs will bring out Paul Popovich. 284 average, a homer, and 18 RBIs in 69. So Jenkins can still get the W if the Cubs can take the lead here in the top of the 8th. Lindsay will pitch. Lindsay, 2-2, strikeout. That's high. Popovich, 4-1, and against the righty, it's a base hit. Hits that 1 past short. Go ahead, run on first base for the Cubs. And here comes Kessinger. Kessinger 1 for 3 with a single. Double play set. Popovich, not a threat to do anything, and he won't. Lindsay will go ahead and he will pitch. Lindsay, 2-2, strikeout, swing and a miss, struck him out. Big K for Lindsay, 2 down. And the batter now is Beckert. Beckert is 0 for 3. Popovich on it first. 2 outs, top of the 8th, tied at 1. Lindsay will strategy roll first. Popovich stays where he is. Lindsay looking in on Beckert. Lindsay with the pitch. 3-2. That's a blank. Beckert. 2-2. And that's a ground ball to third. Picked up there by Davenport. He'll throw to second to get Popovich. And the inning is over. No runs and a hit for the Cubs. And we go to the bottom of the 8th. Leading off for the Giants will be Willie Stretch McCovey. McCovey is 1 for 2, a single and a walk, a left, right, and a switch coming up. And McCovey hits right-handers very well. The Cubs are going to, let's see who the Cubs want to bring out here. And the Cubs are going to go with a lefty in this case. Coming on to pitch for the Cubs is going to be Hank Aguirre. Aguirre making only another appearance. He has 1 save in the postseason. So Hank Aguirre will come on to pitch, and Jenkins is going to wind up with a no decision. So Hank Aguirre is going to pitch to McCovey here, even though McCovey may hit lefties a little better, but Aguirre does give up the home run. Bottom of the 8th, tied at 1. Aguirre will pitch. Aguirre, 3-1, hit by pitch, 15. Wow, that just missed. 5 + 7 is 12. Aguirre would have been knocked out, would have been ejected. McCovey, 2-6, and it's a base hit from McCovey, and the go-ahead run is on. McCovey hits one to left, and now the batter is Davenport. Infield double play. Davenport hits lefties very well. McCovey on at first. Big go-ahead run at first base. Strategy. Nothing on the 19. Davenport's not going to bunt. He's going to swing. Aguirre will pitch to Davenport. Fans here at Candlestick hoping he can come through. Aguirre, 6-5 against the righty. It's a walk plus 10, and the go-ahead run is at second base. Hank Aguirre walks Davenport, and now here's Henderson. Henderson is 0 for 3. Remember, I do follow the 3-batter rule, and maybe bringing in Aguirre was not the right idea. Nobody out. Runners at first and second. Infield set for the double play for the Cubs. Giants and Cubs tied at 1. San Fran leads the series 3-1. Aguirre coming in to pitch to Henderson. Strategy. Nothing on the 8. Aguirre looks on and he will deal. 4-3. Range play. Henderson. 1-5. It's a fly ball to right field. Going after that is Jim Hickman. He made a heck of a play the last time they needed to make a play. Hickman's range is a 2. He made a killer play against the Pirates. Can Hickman do it again? Not this time. Base hit for Ken Henderson. It's a single to right. McCovey, base runner 3. Single to right plus 1, a 4. McCovey will score on a 4. He does. Giants take the lead. Stadium cheers. Yay! Davenport will take third on the 2. Henderson gets it. 2-1 Giants. Hickman could not make that play this time. And now the batter is Dietz and Aguirre coming right out. And probably the Cubs should probably not have put him out there. Whoever that manager that chose Hank Aguirre must have been from the other channel with the fluffy cat. They're going to now bring out Phil Regan. And Regan will pitch. He's got 2 saves in this postseason. But right now it's a 2-1 Giant lead. Still nobody out. Runners at the corners here. Infield's got to play in. Regan will pitch to Dietz. Dietz is 0 for 2 with a walk. Strategy rolls are still on. That's a 1. And Henderson gets the steal sign, but he's not going to go. Regan will pitch. Regan, 6-3 against the righty. Strikeout got him. He strikes out Dietz. 1 out. And now the batter is Lanier. And Lanier is 1 for 3. Got a single his last time up. Infield still saying a double play. They're going to ask the Cubs manager, why did you bring in Aguirre when you should have brought in Regan to pitch? You had 2 righties on there. But they brought in Aguirre, and now it's a 2-1 Giant lead. Strategy roll. That's an 18. Nothing happened. I'll probably say the fluffy cat got in my face when I made the call. Regan will go ahead and pitch. Regan, 4-1. Error on a grounder. Lanier, 1-1. No, it's a line drive to second. And Ken Henderson is off the bag. A 1 or a 2, he is doubled off. He will get back 2 outs. Wow, a line out to second, but Henderson gets back 2 down. And a pinch hitter coming in for Lindsay. So bottom of the 8th inning, they will go to a pinch hitter, and it is going to be Dave Marshall. 232 average, 2 homers, 33 RBIs. So Dave Marshall will pinch hit against Regan. Already 1 run in here for the Giants, a 2-1 lead in the bottom of the 8th. Fans here at Stick hoping Marshall can come through with a hit. Regan will pitch to Marshall. Strategy roll. Nothing on the 17. Davenport on at third. Henderson on at first. Regan. 6-6 against the lefty. It's a blank. Marshall. 1-2. And it's a fly ball to left field. And Billy Williams is going to get to that, make the catch, and retire the side. 1 run, 2 hits, and a walk. And the Giants have a 2-1 lead after 8. And the number 1 seed in the replay, the Chicago Cubs, are running out of outs. But will we see some 9th inning magic? Top of the 9th, 2-1. Giants lead. Giants got to go to the bullpen. It's going to be the heart of the order for the Cubs. Williams, Santo, and Banks. A lefty and 2 righties. And they're going to go ahead and bring out Don McMahon. Don McMahon started the season with the Detroit Tigers, wound up on the Giants later. McMahon has 1 save in the postseason. McMahon's job, send the Giants to the World Series. Lindsey in line to get the W. Don McMahon will come on to pitch for the Giants, but Billy Williams is first. Williams is 0 for 3. He has had a very rough postseason. Williams only batted .129 coming into the game, and he's 0 for 3 here. Don McMahon looking into Williams. The fans here at Candlestick Park hoping Don McMahon and bye-bye Miss American Pie, although that was Don McClain, but anyway. McMahon will go ahead and pitch. McMahon, 2-3 against the lefty, strikeout +10. Swing and a miss, struck him out. 1 down. Against the righty becomes an 8, but that becomes an 18 on a strikeout +10 against the lefty. And now here's Santo. Santo is 0 for 3. McMahon going to go ahead and he will pitch. McMahon, 1-5. That's at the park. Candlestick Park. 3-3. And it's a fly ball to right field. Bobby Bonds is coming in a little bit. And he will make the catch. 2 down. And now the last chance for the Chicago Cubs is let's play to Ernie Banks. He hit a bomb his last time up. Don McMahon looking in on Banks. The fans here at Candlestick Park are ready to go nuts, sending the Giants to the World Series. McMahon sets in on Banks. Banks looking for something to hit. Don McMahon gets the sign. Now the catcher Dietz goes to talk to him for a moment. And now McMahon he'll go back. McMahon said, and pretty much he just got 1 batter. Just get this guy. McMahon will go ahead and he will pitch. 6-1 against a righty. It's a blank. Banks, 6-2. And it's a fly ball to left field. Coming in for it is Ken Henderson. He takes a couple of steps right, puts out his glove. Blop, and the ball falls into it. That's your game. That's your series. That's your championship. The San Francisco Giants are National League champions. They are going to the World Series. Stadium goes nuts. Yay, 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 yay! And here they come onto the field. Oops, wrong team. Onto the field, and the San Francisco Giants are mauling each other on the field as they are going to the World Series. And they are all over the place, and the fans are just going absolutely bonkers. The San Francisco Giants are your National League champions. What a big-time victory for the Giants, as they will take a National League championship, and now they await the winner of the Orioles and the Red Sox. The San Francisco Giants are your National League title winners. Final line score coming up, and what a game. For the Giants, 2 runs, 8 hits, no errors. For the Cubs, 1 run, 4 hits, no errors. That Cubs manager is going to be asking, why did you bring in Hank Aguirre when you should have probably brought in Regan to face Willie McCovey? The winning pitcher is going to be Frank Lindsay, and he's going to get his second win. Aguirre is going to wind up taking his first loss, and Don McMahon is going to get his second save. The San Francisco Giants clinch the National League pennant, and they're going to the Fall Classic. Who will they face? Red Sox or the Orioles? We're going to have to find that out to see what happens tomorrow night, because tomorrow night is Game 5 of the American League Championship Series between the Baltimore Orioles and the Boston Red Sox. Mike Cuellar going for the Orioles. Sonny Siebert going for the Red Sox. Orioles lead that series 3-1. An Orioles win, they'll play the Giants. A Red Sox win, back to Memorial Stadium, and that game would now be Wednesday since the Giants won this one. Question is, of course, who will pull it out? Right? Orioles and Red Sox, Game 5 ALCS. Will we see the Orioles punch their ticket? Be there or be square. Thank you all for joining me tonight. Please leave a like on your way out to the turnstiles. Subscribe if you've not done so, and make sure you hit the darn bell. Stay safe, stay healthy, stay smart, stay strong, and we'll see you guys tomorrow night. The San Francisco Giants win it tonight, 2-1. They win the National League Championship Series 4-1. Your San Francisco Giants are the 1969 National League champions. See you tomorrow night.